Here's a game. Let's see. I played a couple d4s. Let's try f3. See what chance we get. Let's see. Ashok Kumar Sivanandan from India, rated 1562. So comparable rating. We just went with d5. Okay, let's set up the fianchetto like in the Reti system. A Reti opening. Oh, he does a counter fianchetto. That's interesting. So if I play c4 here and he takes, I still have the check and take back with the queen. And I still think it makes sense to open up this diagonal. His bishop is loose here. My bishop is loose here. So I have to be a little careful. But after I after I castle, my bishop will be protected, and he will have to play some extra move to protect his bishop, or it will be subject to discovered attacks from my knight. Let's see, so is my queen vulnerable here? Bishop can attack from here or from here. I can retreat. See, after I castle, this pawn is hanging, the e-pawn. But bishop to a6 is not possible. So I think it's safe to castle. The knight can attack from here. This knight cannot. Yeah, it's just castle. It's part of the system. And then, should I go d3 or d4? Both of them make some sense. You move the d-pawn to get out of the way of the bishop. d4 grabs a little more space. d3, tries to control the light squares, but he's not actually contesting the light squares at the moment. So let's go all the way to d4. I guess I still always have to worry about bishop to a6, as long as I have this loose pawn here. Let's see, he set up his bishop there. That's not especially frightening. I wonder, let's go ahead and develop a knight first. I mean, I was thinking I could just play e4, but actually I can't because the bishop and the knight are on that square, so I can't play that. But it's a tempting move because you want to play e4, e5 and fork those two pieces, which are placed there. So I could go directly, say, rook e1, and then I would be threatening e4. He is not threatening my queen at the moment. Can, of course, play bishop to d4 at some point. Let's try rook e1. Bishop to d4. I guess I would just trade it at this position. So my idea is to play e4 and bishop to g5. But look, he prevented bishop g5, but he can't prevent, or he didn't try to prevent e4. So let's see, what is he going to do about it? What's his plan? I'm a little bit surprised my rating is this high on chess.com. I don't know if it's usually that high. Maybe, I had a couple of wins, I guess, when I was playing recently. Yeah, so he moved his bishop out of the way. So the fact that this guy is playing fast doesn't mean he's a bad player. He's got a good rating here. I have to be careful. So let's see. So now I could start thinking about things like pushing the pawn and moving the knight with tempo. But if I push the pawn, his knight is going to come to d5, I guess. Where does my bishop want to go? Okay, I'm going to put my bishop on b2 or a3. Probably b2. a3 is covered by his bishop. I just didn't see any good squares for it out along this diagonal. I don't have any great plan as yet. But, something about opening up the center, the usual stuff. So he's going to open up the center too. It's probably good. He needs a little space for his pieces. So let's see. Has he done this at the right time? Playing this at a moment when I can't play d5. d5, pawn takes, pawn takes. Knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes. I can play d5 here. And things open up. My rook is looking at his bishop. Let's go for that. Usually you don't want to make it so easy for him to open things up for his pieces. Taking on c5, I mean, it's a developing move for black to take back with his bishop on c5. So pushing forward. And if I can hold on to that pawn in the center, maybe I can't because it'll take me 2 moves. I have to play bishop to b2 and rook to d1 to try and hold on to it. Yeah, but I have this bishop here on the diagonal. That's going to make it easier for me to defend it, isn't it? And his knight can't immediately attack that pawn. So maybe I'll have time to play the setup I'm looking for. Also, it's now possible I could consider playing bishop to f4 now. Okay, so he stopped that idea. Or if I play bishop f4, it'll leave me with doubled pawns. And he's parked his pieces nicely in front of the d pawn here, so it's not going anywhere. At least for the moment. So let's see if I can continue getting my pieces out. Maybe rook to d1 and knight to e. Rook d1 and knight e4 is an idea here, or a way of playing. He's going to play b4 to kick my queen. I guess that's the point of his play here. If he plays b4, can I sack the knight? Pawn takes, queen takes. Queen is hitting the bishop and the knight, but this knight is well defended. The bishop is easily defended. Plus this pawn will be hanging then. So anyway, rook d1, that was part of the plan anyway, and I need it now to defend this pawn after my bishop gets ticked. Oh, he didn't go there immediately. You know, it's interesting that he's lining up on this diagonal. Maybe he's planning to push the h pawn forward. Well, it keeps my knight out of e5. I can go knight e4, I guess. But if I take and he takes, that just brings more pieces here. Well, no, then my bishop is on. If he doesn't take, I guess I'm threatening to take twice on f6, I guess. So he takes. And now if he plays knight to f6, I'm still threatening to take it off with my bishop. I don't know how big a threat it is, but it was necessary because he was hitting the pawn and he was hitting my rook. So I have a check. And, you know, maybe I should just pile up. Is anything hanging here? Oh, I should move a little faster. I'm down to 52 seconds. I'm taking a look at his h-pawn here, right? That exchange left his h-pawn loose. And I'm going to bring my other rook to this square, and I think he starts to run out of defenders at this point. The bishop can't defend. Yeah, the bishop is the wrong square. The rooks are not in a position to defend. The queen can't defend. So I don't see how he stops that. He plays like that. Okay. So which piece should I take with? I take with the queen. Check. His king goes back there. And I take here. Yeah, that nets 2 pawns. That's probably good enough. Well, the check here, though, is even better, right? Isn't that mate? Better than grabbing pawns. All right. Oh, he resigned. He didn't let me play that. But I think, yes, I think I was going to spot that and play it. The clock was counting down, but rook there, I think, is mate. So anyway, hey, a nice game. Another win for the new year. And I'll upload this and do a postmortem. See you guys later. Bye.